Welcome back. A fascinating story coming out of Los Angeles where a group of telecom millionaires has put a price on Osama bin Laden's head, literally. Together, this mysterious, shadowy group of millionaires posted a $20 million bounty to tempt mercenaries to go in and either kill or arrest bin Laden and his followers. So, who are these people with all this money, and why are they doing it? Is it even legal? Edward Lozzi joins us now from Los Angeles. He heads a public relations firm that has represented some of the millionaires involved. Nice to see you again, Ed Lozzi.
Hi, Diane.
So you can't tell us who is in this group, but can you give us an idea who's putting up all this money? Would we recognize their names if we heard them?
Some of them you would. They're made up of Fortune 500 telecom, communications, and internet companies. There's been some other companies that have come on board. Just setting the record straight, we're not setting up, our public relations firm here in Beverly Hills is not setting this up. We are explaining the leak that happened about this. But rest assured, there is a mercenary army that is being paid for by American corporations at this time in effect. There are actually operatives and advanced military people already in the area, as well as American military forces. So this is a really happening thing.
And why are these millionaires doing this, Ed? Do they think that Washington is not doing enough?
No. By the way, these people are Democrats and Republicans. They've donated hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars to both Republican and Democratic candidates. They've had presidents in their homes. We're talking about people that live in Bel Air and Beverly Hills, but also they live in New York and in Washington.
Have they been touched by this tragedy personally?
Yes, they have.
Is that why they're doing it?
Yes, employees, personal friends, wives, husbands, their businesses are being affected. I have to understand, it's the American way to put a bounty on criminals. As a matter of fact, the United States government has a bounty on bin Laden. It's up to $25 to $30 million right now.
Yeah, but is it legal for private citizens to go out and contract for someone to be murdered? That's not really the American way.
That's a good question. Yes, it is legal. And the fact that it's lawyers that we've contacted and have been involved, some of the law firms are involved in putting this money up, have checked this out, and it's absolutely legal, as well as it's legal for the United States to put a bounty. You have to understand the bounty is going to be paid to anyone that brings bin Laden or the Taliban or any of their people back dead or alive. That's in effect right now. But this group has hired really nasty mercenary people that are already in effect, that are not just the former American Navy SEALs or military operatives or CIA operatives. They're part of it. But also British commandos, also French Foreign Legion, Afghanistan freedom fighters, Italian paratroopers. These are people that will kill somebody for money and get it done.
And people not working under any rules of engagement, so to speak.
These are highly trained former military people. Some of them were involved in the Gulf War. At the time when I was in the White House as a White House aide. These people are highly trained. They're not in the mix right now. They're not in the military situation right now.
Now, Ed, you brought it up. You did do advance work for the White House, and I understand that the administration knows all about these millionaires and this fund and their activities to get these mercenaries out there. Have they tried to stop this effort in any way? The White House, the CIA, anything?
No, the White House contacted us just to make sure it was really happening. And also a CIA operative was also contacted us, which
but they didn't tell you to stop.
Oh, no, that wasn't about that. They can't. They legally can't. They've offered their own bounty. So this is corporate America using democracy and capitalism to attack what we're being attacked for. So now, we're going to give them a dose of their own medicine.
Ed, just real quick, now, you put up all this money, all these millionaires. What if American troops or British or Russians get bin Laden first? What happens to that fund? Good
question. The original idea of this at the meeting that I attended was that it was going to be open to the public, for the public to actually donate. We've received thousands and thousands of emails that have come in on our website. When U.S. News and World Report and the New York Post published my interview, it was a leak. All of this happened. I've got emails from people all over the world. I was in the Pentagon on September 11th. My father and I are interested in making a contribution to the bounty. We also want to go. Here's one that says, where do I enlist? Here's another one that says, where do I send the money? I just want to let people know that don't send any money and don't think you're going to be recruited to go over there. These people are already in place.
And this fund will go to the victims and the widows and the children if someone else gets bin Laden. Ed Lozzi, I'm sorry, we're out of time. I could talk to you forever, but thanks a lot for coming in today.
Thanks, Diane.
Interesting story.